Good morning, hello, and welcome to Coffee Nation on this beautiful Sunday, February 26th. I didn't know what day it was. I mean, I knew what day it was. I didn't know what the date was. When you work from home, it's like the days all start running together. You really keep up with that as well. So, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Sitting here having a cup of coffee from Trader Joe's medium blend organic. This show is not officially sponsored by Trader Joe's, but I do like their coffee and their goat cheese and a few other things. So how are we this morning, everyone? Good morning, Michelle and Allison and Shelley. Welcome to this final episode of Coffee Nation. I'm glad you guys could be here. Very cool. Oh, that's good. I needed that. I needed that coffee. I've been sitting around downstairs with the wife and kid for a little while, like an hour. I've been saving it, been waiting. Okay, I did have a few sips of some coffee earlier. Yes, so what's going on with you guys? You guys doing okay out there? Everything all right? What are you doing this weekend? Anything fun? Yeah. Final. It could be. I don't know. When things start getting a little crazy, changes may have to be made. So it could be. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this much longer. Don't worry, there will be other forms of entertainment. Good morning, Cheryl. I did get a box from Amazon yesterday. I have not opened it yet. My neighbor accidentally got it and brought it over, so I haven't opened it. But I think it could be copies of Poseidon's Fury for the contest winners from last week's show. But I don't know. It could be something else that I ordered by mistake, because I don't remember ordering anything else from Amazon recently. So, did I order anything? I don't know. I should probably just open the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? You're welcome, Brad Pitt. Oh, good morning, Ray Braun. So, this was a lovely weekend to start off MLS Soccer. I enjoyed the games last night. I really like Apple's setup. They've got everything that you need. And it's like $8 a month for the whole season. So I enjoyed that, watching the drama in the Atlanta game last night. That was a lot of fun. Did you guys see the newsletter I sent out on Friday about Luke Richardson and Nick Thacker's new books? If you haven't seen that, you should check them out. Yeah. I sent out an email on Friday about it. And so those two guys have new books out. If you're fans of their work, you should check them out. I always try to support the friends. And Luke's book is an Eden Black book, which is we did a little co-op project to introduce Adriana to his new character, Eden. So it should be cool. I haven't read it yet. Box coffee subscription order. Box coffee subscription order. I feel like there's a riddle in this that I'm not understanding. Did I say something about a box? Oh, the box. The Amazon box was a coffee subscription order. Okay, I see what you're saying. I was like, you talking about? Oh yeah, the Amazon box. My bad. Yeah. No, I don't have a subscription coffee that I get. If I did, it would be Filtered Soul from Phil's Coffee. But it was getting a little expensive, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do Trader Joe's because it's half the price. So I'm drinking Trader Joe. It's still good. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, people's businesses, their costs of production have gone up, obviously, and inflation has hurt, spending power, so prices. The natural recourse of that is that everything will be reduced in price at some point. So that'll happen. It's already happening in the markets. I'm watching that happen on NASDAQ right now. Hope you guys liked 97.50 because that's where we're headed. Maybe not right away, but we'll know by tomorrow or Tuesday. Which, if you follow my Market Watchers channel, you'll know that I called that over a year ago in January. I think it was January 3rd. I called that. I don't have a Market Watchers channel, but I do watch the markets. And I did call that via text message to a bunch of my buddies. Like, you got index funds, you should sell them all right now. No, man, I buy and hold. All right, well, congratulations. You are down 60%, and it's going to be worse. Should have listened to the Oracle. Yeah, so I don't know what it is, Ray. I'm trying to guess. I think it's the books. It just didn't feel very heavy. But then again, I only ordered like 5 this time because I needed to get the contest winners there. I haven't got the big batch yet. And by big batch, I mean like 12. I have too many books laying around in here anyway. I did talk to my manager on Friday. We talked about overhauling my website and all this, but he was talking about having somebody design it, and I'm like, man, that sounds great. What's that going to cost? That's the problem. And yeah, I'm being a little short-sighted, maybe. But hello, call on me, Valerie. Good morning, Dennis. Hey, there we go. Oh, quick recommend already for Luke Richardson's book, The Giza Protocol. Very nice. Can I call it the Giza Protocol? Good morning, Deborah. Oh, Pete's Big Bang Coffee. All right. Nick was hanging out with chickens on his day off. I sent him a picture of one of mine hanging out in the garden. You guys have chickens? That's smart. Very smart. Good morning, Jim Motts and Dr. Kelly. It requires, for some people, it requires extraordinary restraint. For me, it is purely a matter of total unbridled apathy. I just don't care. It's like, I see the box. I used to get excited about getting packages. I don't really get excited about packages anymore, so I was like, well, here's the deal. If it's the books that I ordered for the contest winners, then great. I'm not opening them on Sabbath because I'm not going to mail them out, and it was too late to mail them out anyway. Postal service doesn't run on Sundays, so I figured if it is the books, it can wait till Monday. If it isn't the books, well, it's certainly not something that I need right away because I don't remember ordering it or like feeling the need to order it. So it can just sit there and wait by the door. I'll probably open it after the show. I'll go down there and open it. I'll get the scissors out if I can find them. I bought like 10 pairs of scissors in the last 6 months. They all look the same. I get them from Target. They all look the same. They have the red handles. And every time I buy a pair of scissors, I put them in the same drawer. I keep them where they're supposed to go. Now, if you saw my room, this studio here is like the office here is like it's cluttery. There's a ton of clutter. Half of it's the wife's stuff that she uses this place as a catch-all. But like, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's not organized, but certain things I like a place for them. Everything in their place. You know that saying? Scissors are one of those things. Here's an example of them. Right here. This is what they look like. And I know where these are at all times, unless certain someone comes in here and borrows them for a sewing project or something. And then they're gone. Then they're completely gone, and I never know where they went. There are only so many places in a home this size. Like, we don't have a massive house. So where are all the scissors? Because I put them in a drawer downstairs and I keep a pair here for shipping here in the office. And yet when I go to open that drawer that specifically should have the scissors in them, it's devoid of scissors. And I look around and I ask, hey, what'd you do with the scissors? I don't know. I must have done something with them. Yeah. 10 pairs of them, at least the last 6 months, were in that drawer and then gone. I'll buy extras and keep them in another drawer to replace into that drawer when they get misplaced. Meanwhile, there's got to be scissors coming out of the cracks of this place. I mean, there's like nooks and crannies full of scissors somewhere. It's probably not safe for children. That was better material than Sarah Silverman's show, by the way. Just about scissors. I mean, she could have done that. She could have talked about scissors for 5 minutes, and it would have been funnier than literally the entire hour and 45 minutes that we got out of them. Morning, Paul. Hello. You missed my answer earlier. I already addressed the online store. Yeah, preemptive strike. That's what you get for being late. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, buddy. All right. Very cool. Not Giza. You don't want me to say Giza. Hey, bring me a fajita and quesadilla while I read the Gaza protocol. That's right. Oh. That's awesome. I know. I get it. It's cool. I mean, I used to not have restraint. Now it's not even restraint. It's just meh. Yeah. Yeah, here's the good news about that. It's super expensive to do so. I think it's crazy expensive to do that. No, I've got big plans for these books. These books are going local. Oh yeah. That, or my manager gets the store set up and we can sell autographed copies. That's what I want to do. But yeah. Oh, look, we're at 20,000 people now. That's awesome. Yeah, I think they contracted with Amazon on that to do some extra days, like Sundays. I think that's what happened here. I don't know about where you are, but it could be. It could be that, except that it was directly from Amazon. So I don't think it's that, because I did look at the label. But yes, that is a good theory. I like that theory, Shelley. They are hanging out with all, yeah, no kidding, all the scissors. Single socks. I have the same issue with pens. I buy, I buy, they're not expensive pens, you know, they're $7 a pack, $8 a pack, whatever, but they're nice. You know, like Office Depot sells the Tool, you know, TUL, like these, and nothing crazy, and not super expensive. And then I also buy. There's another style I buy that I really like, and these are pretty good. These pens, this type of pen is good. I like these pens. It's what I use to, you know, write things down, obviously, but also sign things. These are sign things most of the time. And I have that same issue. I'll have like I'll have 3 pens in a specific drawer. I go to like sign a book, or, you know, write something on an envelope to mail out. No, there's no pen. Sign a check every now and then. It's insanity. Yes, they can be our pens and our scissors. They just need to be put back where I know they can be found. Good morning, Patricia. Yes, that has happened. I'm looking at the comments. Okay. You're reading the Giza protocol and the Cerebrus protocol. Okay. You were going to be protocoled out for sure. Did I had a protocol book, didn't I? I mean, I don't even remember what I wrote anymore. Which one was my protocol book? The Omega Project. I don't know, it all runs together. 54 stories in 13 years. Well, I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy, and that's a fun story. It's interesting. A lot of mystery to it. I think I'm at like 37% done with it now, which is kind of surprising. But that's with the main quests. I haven't done all the side quests. I get distracted with side quests with those kind of games. I start picking up side quests, and then I'm like making no progress with the story. But I still like it. It's a fun game. I'm having a blast doing it. Do you have a lending library in your neighborhood? Yes, we do. We have one of those, and then we have a neighborhood book club run by my friend Nan, and we have a lending library in the park that I take my kid to every now and then. And then there are a few other lending libraries around. Yeah. Those things happen. They have happened. Yeah. That's exactly right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, we could do a scavenger hunt around the world for Dempsey's scissors. Leave like riddles. I'll create riddles, like story riddles, and leave clues all over the place. People start finding these clues and think they're hunting for a great treasure, and then all they find is a box with some scissors in it. What the? And a book. Although scissors and books don't go well together necessarily. Like scissors, like books and fires don't go well together. Yes, or the bottom of a purse. That's right. That's right. Oh, geez. So tell me what else is going on this weekend, guys. Anything good? I don't want to hear anything bad. I don't want to know bad. I just want positive. Well, that's not life, Ernie. Is it not? I just want to focus on the good. Scissors as a bookmark in an emergency. That's interesting. Rain in Phoenix. Well, it's been raining here forever. I mean, like we get 2 days of sun, 5 days of rain, it seems. But that's different out there for you guys. Y'all don't get a lot of rain out there. Is that part of that winter storm that's been coming through Southern California, like LA and all that? There you go. You got it, Shannon. The milestone protocol. That's right. It's funny. There's two groups that I have sort of villainized in stories, but their actual history, I don't believe they are really. Yeah, there you go, Ray. Ray got it too. I don't actually believe that the Rosicrucian Order or the Hermetic Cult of Thoth are villainous organizations. I think they could be organizations that can keep and protect ancient esoteric truths. So there's that statement. I'd like to be included in a meeting at some point, learn some of that ancient stuff, how the Atlanteans did it and all that. Yeah, rain must be an event. And we got that, and then LA's getting snow, which is crazy. Finished, oh, all right. I'm glad you liked it. I'm working on Crimson Winter, Gideon Wolf Book 3. It's just taking me longer than it should. I've just been slow. Sometimes the words that sometimes you feel, I mean, you don't doubt yourself necessarily as a writer, but I mean, you do kind of. But when you've written so many books in such a short amount of time, you start thinking like, am I writing the same lines over and over again? Am I writing the same verbs and nouns? Like want to make sure I mix it up and don't, just like, say the same things the same way all the time. That's a challenge. That's a real challenge. And I don't usually, get writer's block per se. I have plenty of ideas, but it's just a matter of like, I don't want to be redundant. And so that's the challenge with longer series, especially like Wyatt and stuff like that. So, but I've been a little slower just because of that. I want to make sure that I'm doing it right, but seems to be doing well. That series is doing well over on YouTube audio, so that's pretty cool. That's a real story. It's based on a real story. I mean, it's messed up. It's sad, like what actually happened, but it's also just crazy. Not too far, about 3 hours from here. Up in the Smokies, right? Appalachian Mountains. Might not be Smokies. The Appalachians, though, right? Yep. Yeah, deathly afraid. It's gotten better over the years to some extent, but then I say that and then I get on an escalator and I'm like, fine, escalator, fine. But then if it's one of those where you're taking multiple escalators up to like a fourth or fifth floor and there are gaps, then I don't like that. Like I'll crouch down, like I'll bend my knees and crouch down to stay within the rails. And yeah, one of my friends I was talking to, Or no, well, I guess he's an acquaintance as of now. But this guy I was talking to said that he asked if I'd ever been up the Eiffel Tower, and I said absolutely not. And he said when I went, he's like, I was terrified of heights. And he said he's just like me. He's like just can't do it. But they got him to take the elevator up to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and or however high you go, and then he said, but they wouldn't let us take the elevator back down, so we had to take the stairs, and the stairs are these grated stairs that you could see through, and so he was basically like sitting while he was like sitting down and like sit on the step, go down one step, sit on the step, go down one step. I'm like, yep, that's what would have happened to me, except there's no way I would have gone up the thing. Not gonna happen. I just can't. It's still mind-numbing how people build things that high, especially so long ago. Like with the old technologies that we had, like they're just like up there, not harnessed in, just hanging out. And then Billy fell today. Pierre fell yesterday. Like, what? Yeah, we'll be fine. No. It's incredible to me. The Eiffel Tower really is kind of it's a modern marvel. All these tall buildings are marvels, but that one, especially when it was built, jeez. Heat wave, yeah, we had 82 a couple days ago here. March weather is psychotic here in the South for sure. Sounds like everywhere though. There you go. Snow in Flagstaff. Wow. We didn't really get any snow this year. We got a dusting at one point, like one little dusting. It could be. Oh, that's a Schrodinger's moment right there, Shannon. Schrodinger's cat. That's awesome. Yes, Schrodinger's cat. Oh my goodness, that's funny. That really is funny. It's oh, I didn't even see your question, and I think I already answered it. Nice. That's great. Thank you, Mojo. Welcome back to the show, by the way. Yes, Chat GPT. Yeah, Chat GPT is the AI that does that. I've used Chat GPT for a few things. I treat it like a personal assistant, and so I'm helping my kid with a school project, for example, and so I wanted a bunch of research on 3 specific topics, right? So I put it into Chat GPT. It gave me a nice list of some things, right? And then from there, I can just pick out, so many of them, fact check those things, and then, I'll type them up because the writing's not always great, and so there's a lot of people are afraid it's going to replace writers. It might replace writers. It's not going to replace my personality. So yeah, but I've used it for that, and then I've used it to gather some other resources like faster, so that I can work faster. So it's like an assistant for me. And for my kids assignment, it's great because now I've got all this research there, and she can learn all these facts and all these cool things, and we can put it together in a nice organized presentation. But it's definitely not at least at this point, it's not perfect, and it's not Like I've heard of like college students turning in term papers and stuff that were written exclusively by AI and like and they didn't bother to like look at them or fact check them, and so professors are like dealing out red marks and F's like crazy because they can tell it's not plagiarized necessarily, but there is a certain style to AI written stuff that algorithms can detect, and there's websites for detecting that sort of thing. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, ChatGPT. I don't think Google's trying to come out with one, and I don't think it's going to be able to hold water to OpenAI's project. It's just so far ahead. I have been up in the St. Louis Arch at least once. Terrified me when I was a kid. I have also stood at the base of it a second time. I did not enjoy that. Yeah, there you go. That's right. I use a tied a man belt at a powerhouse. It was a belt with a step. Stronghold. Oh, yeah. Oops. Yeah. Uh-huh. What book am I reading right now? That's part of my problem. I haven't finished the fiction books that I'm reading, and I haven't finished the nonfiction books I'm reading. And I didn't do a lot of reading this week. That's part of my problem. I start lots of books and don't finish them too. So like I still need to be reading Backyard Starship. I still need to be reading Kel Cade's book, new King's Dark Tidings book. I've been listening to that. I believe narrated by, is it Luke Podell or is it the other guy? I can't remember. So, but I'm reading a couple of those. And then, what else? Transurfing Reality. That's just a huge book. It's really a lot to take in. Reading a book by Eckhart Tolle. I'm reading a book by Deepak Chopra. So, yeah, working on all sorts of things, fiction and non. No, probably not. Robots aren't afraid of heights. What's up, Kowalski? No, because it effectively it scans the internet for information and then it compiles it in a unique way almost every time. I would say every time, probably. But it's possible, like it is possible that could happen. I just, and you can have it write fiction. Like I've seen demonstrations where they had it write a children's book, right? Like they had it, and they illustrated the book with AI art, which I'm a big fan of the AI art stuff. I think it's really cool. And my cover designer uses that stuff now to incorporate that into certain things that we're doing together, and she's way ahead of the curve on that. A lot of graphic artists are upset about AI art, and they're worried it's going to kill their jobs, and their lawsuits and all this stuff. And I'm like they're the short-sighted ones. They're the ones living in fear, not abundance, right? So the ones who are seeing the possibilities are the ones that are going to win. And Elena is one of those. Like I reached out to her months ago and asked her when we were getting the cover ready for Poseidon. I said, "Hey, what would you think about this?" She's like, "Yeah, I've been using this for like a month or two already, and it's awesome." I'm like, yes, very cool. So yeah, I don't know. It can create original fictional content, but what it does is it takes it takes tropes, it takes character concepts, world building concepts, compiles them all together, and sometimes it can make it can make a decent enough children's story, I guess. I don't. They're pretty linear, so there's not a lot of depth to them. But what's going to happen is it's going to cause an influx of those kind of stories into the market on Amazon, and so you're going to have all these fake AI authors out there, and then you guys, the readers, are going to have to try to delineate like what's what. What will end up happening though is, because the quality of those books will not be as good, or there'll be like something off about it, what will happen is Amazon will have a detection system in place that will watch for that sort of thing, because they got to make sure that the books are good quality. That's their job, and they can't be having people buying books that make them unhappy. So I'm actually not worried about any of that stuff. And I think that you can use ChatGPT to help you with outlining, which is a nice tool. I do struggle with outlining, so my outlines are usually a work in progress. So having a good roadmap's a good thing. It's still not perfect. The people I've talked to that use it for outlines, they still have to go in and make some tweaks. This is the thing. You still need that human element, whereas these people that are just Chat GPT, write me a chapter about this, blah blah blah, and then they don't look at it, they don't edit it, they just push it out. People are gonna know, and you're gonna be able to tell, because it's still robotic and weird at the same. There's a lot of good stuff in there, but it's not perfect, because it's not sentient yet. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's funny. I got to put out more this week. I need to do 2 or 3 today, and because I only did like 1 last week, or maybe 2, so I got to push out a bunch more this week. And I've got several new things I'm working on for YouTube. I'm working on some ideas for YouTube stuff that I think I want you guys to be entertained. So, but I love YouTube stuff. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Ooh, very cool, Robert. That's awesome, man. Very cool. I gotta go. I've been on almost 40 minutes. This is a 30-minute show. One random question. Oh, Star Wars. I live in Star Wars. Although a lot of Star Wars, like when you look at it, some of these worlds, these planets they're on, and all this, it looks, grim and dingy and dirty. It's like, yeah, you have flying like hover cars and blasters and lightsabers and spaceships, and cool aliens, but it also looks really dirty and worn down, unless you're on Coruscant. Coruscant doesn't seem so bad, but it just seems really populated too. So yeah, but I would say Star Wars. Second place, Harry Potter. Third place, Avatar. How's that? How's that for a response? Fourth place, I don't know if I'd want to live in Middle Earth. Those orcs freak me out, man. And the wizards, like, I'd have to. No, it would be Star Wars, Harry Potter. Yeah, Avatar. Probably top 3. That's a great question, Allison. Yes, the party can begin, and now I'm about to leave. No, like I'm forbidden to even partake of that. My my parents are very anti Harry Potter, very religious. They say it's it's of the devil, magic's of the devil. I'm like, okay, so I'm in the closet. I'm Harry Potter closet. I'm in the Harry Potter closet. So dumb. I'm like, but C.S. Lewis and Tolkien both were huge Christians and literally wrote the same stuff. Wizards, witches, magic for all. It's the same. But we can't do that though. That's satanic. All right. Cool. Of course, my question for you is, this is heresy, I know. Heresy according to who? I'm a weird kind of Christian. That sounds like a good nonfiction book that I'm going to write. A weird kind of Christian. But yeah, what's the difference between a miracle and magic? I mean, the fundamentalists would say, well, one comes from God. Like, listen, the red letters in the scriptures say, tell the mountain to move and it will move, not beg God to do it for you. So what does that sound like? If you say move, point at it maybe. Here's more heresy. I mean, Moses' staff, hold it out over the Red Sea, and the Red Sea parts. He struck the rock and water came out of it. If that doesn't sound like a magic wand to you, I don't know what does. More heresy. You're welcome. I'm either going to lose all my Christian readers, or people are going to be like, whoa, I never really thought about it like that. Look, I'm Christian. Just saying, I'm a weird kind of Christian. It is interesting to consider. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't believe in a punchy, judgy God, though, that's going to... Ernie, you're going to be cursed for trying to understand things better. Oh, one thing that you're having trouble with the shorts is that the words, yes, that is on purpose, Shannon. I do that deliberately. So that's what's called making it loopable. So how I do it is I loop it so that the last words of the final sentence lead back into the first words of the video. So it's loopable. It's a cool little trick. I like it. Kind of clever. You have a great Sunday too, Allison. I know, I'm so excited. I'm going to be in Orlando when it starts, so I won't be watching the first. Maybe I'll get to watch it with my brother, and then we'll see. You guys have a great weekend. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me here on Coffee Nation and Heresy Talk. I will see you guys later. Let's see, what is Friday? I definitely won't be doing next Friday because I won't be here, but possibly Friday, Drinks with Dempsey. We'll see. I've got some new content ideas, guys, that I'm going to Looney Tunes. I've got some new content ideas that I'm rattling around in my brain, but if I choose to do them, it will kind of limit what I can do as far as these live shows are concerned. But it also will free up more time to hang out with my kid, because my kid, Sunday mornings and Friday afternoons, my kid's like, no, Daddy, don't do your show. I'm like, but I need to. I like hanging out with my crew. And so, you guys are kind of a little bit of an escape. I get a little chill time with the grown-ups with you guys. So we'll see. Maybe I'll keep one live show, and then do the other stuff I'm thinking about doing. So Anyway, I'll just ask you real quick. I'll just leave a comment before you go, because we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go pour another cup of coffee and maybe brew another pot. What's up, Gumry? Would you like me to do more author interviews? I know there are other authors that do this. I've done it in the past on Drinks with Dempsey. But what I'm thinking about doing is more, not, first of all, not live, so it would be recorded shows. So that way I could schedule them on a day, do like 2 or 3 in a single day, or release 2 or 3 in a week. Do that every week. Sort of a Joe Rogan format, except I wouldn't be flying them into my studio to interview people. It'd be really expensive. I was actually thinking about that the other day, like how much that must cost them to do, just paying for first class flights for their guests. But yeah, I can. I'm rattling that idea around, doing some interviews every week with because not that I need another project on my table, and I can't tell my wife this because she'd be like, focus. Yeah, Allison, I knew you'd mentioned it for sure. It's time consuming, but I really like talking with people. So, and I like talking with other authors. So, I think it would be good content, and it would be fun. It'd be fun to do. So, I know that other people have done it. Kevin did it on the Wordslinger podcast, all that. But I think the format that I would be looking to do would be a little bit different. So, and I don't know. We'll see. So maybe I'll work on that. You guys have, several of you have said that you like it. So, all right. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll get together with some folks this week. There'll be long talks, long discussions. All right. Sounds good. I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me for Coffee Nation. Thanks to Trader Joe's for your organic medium blend. I'll see you guys soon.